I'm Jamie Batts. I'm Star Director for Team Movers and Shakers. I've been with Scentsy since 2012. I want to tell you about one of my favorite things that I do with my team every single month. It's called a sample swap. So I create an event within our team page and everyone RSVPs. You don't have to physically live close in order to participate. You can mail your samples in to me. The other thing that we can do is drop off the samples so that you don't have to physically attend the night itself. So if you have daycare issues or other issues, that's okay. We can help you out. So you RSVP to the event, and then within the event, there is an RSVP thread. That is where you commit to whichever sample you're bringing. So some people will want to come to this sample swap night without actually making any samples. They just want to come and hang out, and that's perfectly fine. And some people will make samples but won't attend the night because of whatever reason. You can make your samples anyway. I have members of my team that are super crafty and make body souffle samples or Scentsy Fresh samples or room spray samples, lots of different samples being made at our sample swaps. Obviously, the most popular is wax samples. This is a felt sample from somebody at our last sample swap. And we encourage everybody to use the labels that are on the layer on the samples group. That way they all look nice and pretty with some nice colorful graphics on them. But people can create their labels anyway and can deliver you can see it like that, and can deliver their samples anyway. So it's kind of up to whoever's making them to decide. So what we have found that works best is that everybody who RSVPs is going to make 10 samples for everybody else who RSVP'd. So if there are 14 people attending your sample swap night, everybody is going to make 140 samples, including 10 for themselves, and then we swap, just like a cookie swap. So what you will leave with at the sample swap night is 10, or rather 14 different samples, and you will have 10 sets of each, which is great. It's great for increasing your sales in other types of products. Maybe you give washer whiff samples to someone who's never tried the laundry, or maybe you give body souffle samples to someone who's never tried the skin. I love to make very flat samples like felt so that I can mail it in a normal envelope and not pay higher postage, whereas some of my team members like to make super fancy, do I have any here? Super fancy samples that have, that are a little bit thicker. Some of my team members like to make really fancy, thick wax samples so that it's a little bit more difficult to mail them, but they make great presents when you're bagging up orders. So there's tons of different ways you can do samples, and we don't put any qualifications on whether you do felt or whether you use a mold or whether you heat them in the oven and cut them into small squares, or however you want to do your samples. It's totally fine because we are all appreciative of everybody's samples that they're making. So at our next sample swap, we have 14 people coming, and everybody RSVP'd with their samples. So by the end of our next sample swap, I will leave with 10 different scent samples, some Scentsy Fresh, some washer whiffs, some hand soap, and some counter cleaner. So there are lots of great samples being made and shared at our sample swaps, and it is a great opportunity not only to hang out, but also to get some great business materials for you to work business in the following month. So I hope you and your team enjoy these sample swaps as much as my group has. It has been a lot of fun and has really boosted a lot of our sales because of our ability to hand these samples out. Have a great day. Bye.